Bon dia a todas e todos. Welcome everybody to today's lecture entitled Women in STEM Areas in Cape Verde versus Spain. This talk is jointly promoted by the Quality Commissions of CiTIUS and ETSE. The speaker is Emília Monteiro Tavares. She holds a bachelor's degree in system engineering from the University of Jean Piaget of Cape Verde in 2008. And a master's degree from the universities of also, the University of Tallinn and the University of Parma in 2015. Currently, she is the Director of Administrative and Auxiliary Services, Director of Innovation and Sustainability Center, and a professor at the University of Jean Piaget of Cape Verde, with 15 years of experience in teaching, informatics, applied informatics, system analysis, databases, and project management, with a strong pedagogical component. She is also a researcher at the Distance Learning Laboratory. She has developed the first digital library for Portuguese-speaking African countries, and she has participated in several campaigns and initiatives advocating for women's right to education in Africa and encouraging girls' STEM careers in Cape Verde. Cara Emília, sexa benvida a nosa universidade. Muito obrigada pela súa presença e fala no día de hoxe.
Gracias. Buen día. I'm going to speak in English, but because I'm nervous, sometimes I will make some Portuguese. They say, okay, because you understand Portuguese, so please feel free to interrupt me. This is not formal speak, it's just an open conversation to share experience, to share and learn, and open with my speech. I will share some with you and hope you can share your experience with me. So before I start, let me just to introduce you my university. So it's the first university created in Cape Verde in, it's not 2020, it's 2021. Oh, sorry, this is my mistake. So as a private company in education, belong to Instituto Piaget in Portugal. They also have several other universities in Portuguese countries like Brazil, Angola, Guinea-Bissau, also in Cape Verde. The university that I work have 4 faculties. Faculties is, we call units, not faculty, but to understand I put it in that way. So one is belong to engineering and technology, the other is health, another in economy and administration, and the other in social science. So all these 4 faculties have combined a 17 degree course in different areas. And one of them is in the STEM area, include architectural, construction engineering, and also system engineering. 9 master, and we launched for the first time in 2022 our first PhD in global development and sustainment. So, and also we manage several short course for all the public in general, just student and also company. Now we are around 1,500 students. It's not seen so much, but you will understand why in the next presentation. I also to talk with you, this is when it's rain, is like that, so beautiful. When it's not rain, it's yes, it's not so big, it's a little small. The country is also small. I want to also share with you this program that I'm here. So it's called Erasmus Mobility KA171. So the Erasmus program is in majority for European students and also teacher. But sometimes they offer for another country. So it's for the reason I am this program. So this program plus 171 open the mobility for student and the teacher for a third company should be in Africa. So is where I am for the reason I'm here. So we receive a scholarship can be for student, can be per employee, can be also for teachers, and between the university should be part. So my university is part of your university. For this, that's why I'm here again. So they financial our exchange to our institution to learn or to give some speech or to just attend some course. Okay, so introduce my country. Cape Verde is a small country in the middle Atlantic Ocean, nearby the continent Africa. Is 500 kilometers from Dakar, Senegal. Is the coast in the coast. So is composed by 10 islands. The islands is very small and is around 500,000 people living there. We have a strong phenomenon of immigration because more of our Cape Verdean people live outside Cape Verde than inside. We have more people live out. So over the majority population of Cape Verde is mixed between European and African. So for this reason they refer us as mestizo, or we call ourselves criollo. So I'm criollo. We have this PIB, is not a lot, and our economy is depending primary and third sectors. So we are not have so many. We don't have natural resource. The best resource that we have is human, but the poor you have is specialized in fish and food. So woman population is around 50%, and is quite in the same line with the global population woman in the world. And about education in Cape Verde is free for the primary and secondary schools. It is like a mandatory to attend. So we are not allowed to just give up, but so many students can give up because different reasons. So in this small country we have 10 universities. So it's not one in just islands, no. It's just in more than these 2 islands, one in the north and the other in the south. These 10 universities, we should divide all these students. Is not allowed between of them. So this reason, my university just have 1,500 students. So also we have a lot of training centers for a technical course that we can attend, and the literacy is around 10% of populations. Okay. If we can see about the ICT development in my country, so the internet comes in 1997 for the first time. Now we have 71.2% population have internet access, mostly in cell phones. Regarding to the strategies for the education, in 2005, if I'm not wrong, they established the first plan strategy for the education and also the technology. So this plan have alteration, so now is in the package 2020 to have all the schools with internet and computer, and student can have access to the technology. Regard to the government strategies, so we start to these programs to all the public institutions should have connections, should have to provide the informations. So we are now conclude this, but it's not so straight because sometimes we have up and downs, and the most big things that we can just share with you happened in 2014 is the submarine fiber article that we call Ella Link to this Cape, connect Brazil, Cape Verde, and also Portugal. So it's an alternative connection between America and Europe, because the connection was being for North America, and we have this second alternative connection past to Cape Verde. So this Link could bring 5G connection internet for Cape Verde. Okay. So in regarding also to initiatives for ICT development in Cape Verde, we have this program called Web Lab. Is a small container with capacity for 16 students inside. So this is an extracurricular program that we use to try to introduce our kids and also young girls and men in the technology field, so, regarding to robotics, artificial intelligence, and programming. We are now to conclude in the finished part of Technology Park is a huge ICT cluster in the Cape Verde that connects to the ECOWAS regions that we belong. So this Technology Park have several building and infrastructure that can support the communication in our African region they call ECOWAS. So this region is this also Technology Park integrates one school that can allow women with child can left their kids there. Perhaps they can work in that park. So it's for business, it's for technologies, for startups, is also for researching, and also for can try to include all society in this park, and also contribute for developing the ICT in Cape Verde. We also this chapter CV called Women in Tech is an initiative that is a network women around the world that includes all the women work in the tech area. So Cape Verde is in this initiative in the beginning of 2014. They launched these programs, and now we have several women making part of this initiative. And by the end of 2030, is having 5 million women in that network. It seems like it's really tough, but we are there. So we also, for several years, maybe 10 years, we are trying to celebrate the Girls in ICT Days in Cape Verde to promote girls and incentive them to choose this career in the STEM area. So this initiative make a huge impact in that girls, because we realize that the woman not choose this STEM area because of lack information, because misunderstand information. So this initiative bring the technology for the girls in the primary school and also secondary schools to make them know that we have this career and what you're supposed to do. And also continuing with the initiative, you also have programs that we are involved, code for girls in ICT. So also we are trying to promote, because we have a program in Cape Verde that attended to Web Summit in Lisbon, in Rio de Janeiro, and also in Canada. And this event promote discounting tickets for women to attend in there. So the difference between tickets is 95% discount than men. So all this initiative is to making them to participate, to being there, to know and to get a voice in this event. And I make myself understand. Okay, thank you. So also we are doing conference, workshop, talks, and to incentive them, financial programs for girls. So I will show in the by the end of this presentation, women that get a fund and scholarships for this program. And what is this scenario of participation of women in STEM area? So if you look for the global, or the planet, just 35% women is in the STEM area, according to UNESCO data. So is in this 35%, I think, if I'm not wrong, 10% is less than 10% is be in the Africa regions. So what is the barrier that we can see in Cape Verde? Also, this barrier can compare with the rest of the continent. If you show these statistics, we see that girls, compared with the boys, who have more girls with achievement in secondary schools in STEM area than boys. But it's supposed to be that we should have more girls in that area. No, you don't. It's not just so linear. So you don't have these girls. Perhaps in sometimes they will take another career not in STEM areas. So continue with the statistics. If you see the academic performance versus career choice, we also have this 7.1%. The girls will complete the student, but compared with boys is less than. But they again don't choose this career. So what is the problem, or what is the barrier between gender disparity? So because most of them go to this small business management, they prefer go to management than go to our mechanical engineering or electricity or computer system administrations. So what is the problem? What should be, because they are good in math, but they are not taking STEM areas. Perhaps the problem is the phenomenon we have in Cape Verde, that the most women in Cape Verde is in the primary job, like is cleaning, is in the informal business, because we are knowing by we are like selling things. So most women in this kind of job. For the reason, most of them go to the business management because they have this phenomenon at home that someone can sell it. Every woman is selling something, and the work office job is for men, or outside of woman or of house is for men. Perhaps this is the one of issues that we can see there that can influence the choice of this career. So we make a study with young girls at the secondary schools, and what is found is they don't have a lot. Even is pretty strange, because you cannot find a young without mobile phone. It's really strange. It was really difficult in all around the world. Even Cape Verde, you don't find younger without mobile phones. And they have mobile phone, they have internet connection, but they still misinformed. So they have lack information about technology, careers in technology, the salary, all the opportunities that we can have if you choose this area. Sometimes the affinity with this area can be also a problem, because to be in this field, in STEM field, you have to have some illogical, raciocínio lógico. Is the same in raciocínio, say. So you have to think in a different ways. You have to innovate. You have to be all the time to improve. And sometimes they don't feel this affinity. And also, digital literacy in Cape Verde is still high. Even all these initiatives that I show you, most of them is not for all the population or all the students. And also another issue that we see is workplace discrimination, because we have this terminology or this consensus, this is a job for men, this is a job for women. We have this separation. So the high position in the company is reserved for a man, or a woman is not be a good manager. So we have this discrimination. We also is a society engagement. Perhaps in Spain, your society is more engaged with this cause, with this initiative. You don't have this difference, but in Cape Verde we have is more strongly in continent. When I told Cape Verde, we are a little bit more open than the rest of some country in Africa. So this engagement society is more deep in many countries in Africa, that a woman for a center age cannot go to school because they have to stay at home to cook, to clean, or to take care of the brothers, the young brothers. And some of this, we still, unfortunately, we still have this problem in my continent. We still have this problem because women cannot go to school because, how can I say it in Portuguese? How do you say, when they get the period? Yes, so, yes, menstruation, when they get the period, some women cannot go to school. See, it seems strange for the reason it is not happening in my country, but it is happening in so many countries. Another problem that we have is the pregnancies. So early pregnancies is a reality in Africa. Girls with 13, 14 years old get pregnant, so they not continue with the schools or have to stop. When you stop, if you don't have someone to help you to take care of your kid, you cannot go to school. If you have kids, you have to provide them with basic needs. So we have to work. For the reason we will give up from school and work. For this, so you have this also interrupting career. When we interrupt it, we are not continued. So we should go to the primary jobs that I told you before. This is also the problem. So the society engagement is really important to us women to continue or to make a career in this, not in this STEM area, but in all of area that we'll take. So my question to you is, why is necessary more to encourage women in this field? So I told you our reality, I told you the initiative, all the stuffs we are doing, so we still doesn't work, or we are still not where we're supposed to do. Now it's up to you. I talk a lot. So compare with your realities or your in Spain, what you think is should do, what we are not doing correctly way. Mm-hmm.
The issues you mentioned are very similar. It's maybe a bit more extreme in your country than here, but here we are also facing the fact that in some cases women have to stop their careers because of pregnancy and then it's more difficult to get to higher positions, or like the social perception of what it means to study a STEM career or what is not the standard role for a woman. So I think maybe in your country it's a bit more extreme, but we are in the same boat, I think.
Okay. No. So we cannot talk about equality, but how do you say igualdad and equidad? Equidad. Equidad says in Spain. So we are not the same because we are different. We have to fix different issues, like the pregnancy is one of them. For this issue, I talk about the workplace difference. We cannot take high position because we have kid, or we can never get a promotion because we have kid. So we cannot work a lot because we have kid. I have two. So, but we have one thing that can help us, and even we cannot have these pregnancy issues, and we have to interrupt your career because we have these questions when you compare women and men. But we have technology that can help us, and this is the way that we are trying to use to not how can I say not compare, but have some equality between women and men when we talk about careers. So what we are doing now is be more engaged, promote more gender diversity and also inclusion, promote and organize training program in IE fields in other areas. Also adopt the digital tools and technology that facilitate your learning process, your career process, your your movement, mobility stuff too. So also we are providing mentorship for girls, for boys also, but more for girls because it seems that is there that we need them more. And also collaborate to change this mindset that we have this separation between men and also and girls. With them, so we will showing some women. All of them are not, this is some example, but this is the last one in these 2 years that are working in the STEM field and access to the program and also the scholarships and initiative that we have around the world, that they will be true and make the difference in my country. So we have this Sonia Simedo. She is now in Fulbright scholarship in US, but she also in the past 2 years gained a lot of grants and also promotion in this area. So all these scholarship programs and fund that we have in Word, we try to apply. So if you know it, we are there, we want to apply. But sometimes we get it, sometimes not, because we are a lot, okay? And these 5 women that I bring to you, this example that I want to show it to you is the one. Now they are in the top can I say in like that? Because they gave these programs. They are women, they are young, they are make a difference, they are go to the place and talk with girls, talk with other professionals in the area, sharing experience, show how you do to be there, how to get this program, how to get the scholarship, so on. So to conclude my presentation, how I can share with you, it is we should continue to invest in education. So is the only way that I see we can empower women and we can balance this gender issue, then create more equitative and also sustainable future for all of us. So we should not focus just in numbers or all the women to improve, increase, because we cannot do it by force. It's just to sharing with them the opportunities, sharing all the outcomes that should get if you go there. But we should focus also basically in learns, not just inputs. We also need to reduce this disparity and also promote equality, because education, women in STEM fields is essential to promote gender equality, for diversity, inclusion, and also drive this innovation and economic growth to face this global challenge. And also drive innovation by incorporating diverse perspectives in STEM field women. And with this, she can see all the potential that she can achieve in this area, because we are many opportunities in that area. So for me is them. Muchas gracias for your attention. I think I forget so many things, but...
Muito obrigada. Well, now the session is open for questions, comments, friendly discussions in any language: Spanish, Portuguese, English. No?
Criollo.
Anyone? No?
About you said of discrimination in girls, well, all of your presentation, I will say that I think, in my opinion, the most important thing is that we have to encourage girls, but when they are young, when they are like 7, 6, or less years old, because when they are older, they have already some things that they have seen a lot in their homes, in their all their life. So is when they are young, when they have the possibility to change, because when they are like in the high school, 12, 13, they have some kind of thoughts already in, and it's very difficult to change that. And not just women, but also boys. In Cape Verde, I suppose you talk about pregnancy when they are 13, 14 years old. If we don't know, if we don't show voice what is important to do, that girls should participate more in the society, should do STEM careers, they are equality to them, it's going to be impossible to change that, because women alone can't do that, nothing if boys don't let them, because I mean it's difficult to change a country like yours, because boys are the one that control everything, and if little boys don't know that this have to change, it's going to be the same always. So I think the problem is girls. We need to encourage girls when they are younger, and also show boys that this is important.
Thank you. I agree to you. For the reason that all the education is really important. Let me give you an example. So when we have boys and girls at home, it's supposed girls work at home, but boys can stay play outside. This is not right. So we wish the plates at home, girls. We wash the clothes, girls. So this kind of education that we have cannot contribute. So they should do the same at the same time. We play with dolls, girls. We play ball, boys. So this kind of education that we want to disrupt in all the continent is important to show both girls and boys have the same rights, have the same voice, should do the same task. So what you say is really important. We need to change this mindset. We need to change the education that we give to our kids, that to know that they have the same right, they have the same opportunity, they can do the same things. So it's hard. We are trying. We will continue trying. I'm glad that in my country is not so this how do you say, this thing is not so deep. We now constructing this idea. We have more women participate. We have more women doing career. We like to see more, but in rest of the continent we still have this education, or this way to education more deeply, and we are trying to change it. It's a process. It's not so easy, because we have another issue that we have to concern is about ethnics that we have in Africa. So different ethnics think in different ways and do things in different ways. So change it. Million years of history is really hard. So thank you for your contribution.
Thank you. Another thing,
Okay.
I follow some African singers, and I also can see, well, you said technology is good for change that, but it also can be dangerous, because some videos of their singers, they just appear boys, they just appear, doing the great things, just boys. There is no girl in that videos, and so if the technology is there, it can be dangerous also.
Yes. We have this both part. I say that is trained. They have access to information and is still misinformation. So is the phenomenon that we have. So also they have technology, but educated to use it in the right way. So educate them to use, to instruct them, and not just to consume. In Africa, we just consume. In most of our, we just consume technology. We don't produce or we don't build. So we also try to change this. We should contribute more. We should not using less, and also doing more.
Okay, thank you very much.
More questions, comments?
Thank you, Emília, for your talk. I appreciated after your presentation, at least my impression was that you have an awareness of a high number of international grants, scholarships, that are being used for other, at different levels, like girls in technology, women in technology, and these are being promoted for other countries like Canada, Brazil, Portugal, or any even L'Oreal. So this, for me, personally surprised me because in my experience as Peruvian, not yet working here as Peruvian, I didn't know about that, all these kind of initiatives that other countries are promoting this kind of opportunities. And in certain way, I found positive that you have this awareness, and most of them are trying to take the opportunity to change thanks to these fundings. And also you are an example that you know that is this kind of Erasmus mobility, but a specific type of Erasmus mobility that you know you apply for that as a teacher and know how the implications are behind of this action for you, right? That the extra work that implies and coming to here, but just you see, I know that I want to take some advantage for this, and I like it, this kind of attitude from you, because it's like an example for your other colleagues and also for your students. So when you come back to your country, I think you have another presentation what you learned from here, during your stay in CiTIUS and also at Excel at university. I think that will create also a good, I think, impact for your students that you have. So that's just a comment on how I perceive what you are doing. Okay.
Thank you. I don't remember not to share with you. It's strange to me, we have a lot of fundings, grants, and earnings for women, and you don't have so many women to apply for them. Sometimes you have projects who have fundings, and you cannot find a woman to give to them. Before I come, the PNUD launch programs for financial ideas in STEM area. So all the teams should have perhaps one woman. It was hard to find 10 projects have one woman, in each project have one woman inside, make part of the teams. Is strange because we have a lot of women attended, but to these STEM areas, but they are not doing the feeling that I have. They are not so interested or so invest or so searching for this fund. And sometimes we miss this kind of fund is because we don't have women to apply for that.
Oi, Emília, obrigada pela fala.
Dia.
Então, é uma pergunta para você sobre a literacia, né, ou letramento. Você acredita que dá para separar quando você traz, né, que menos de 10%, 90% da literacia, né, das mulheres? Tá?
Em geral, tanto a literacia em Cabo Verde, da população é de 90%. Da população já sabe ler, sabe escrever. Agora, só que em relação à literacia digital,
essa que é a pergunta.
Sim.
Qual que é a separação entre a literacia digital e a literacia de escrever, de leitura, mesmo oral?
A diferença é enorme, mas ainda não temos dados publicados que definem que temos, sim, já temos que a literacia é de 90% para saber ler e escrever, mas a literacia digital ainda não temos dados suficientes que publicados que eu posso confirmar, não é de 25%, 30% ou 40%.
Obrigada. Adorei ouvir o português.
I have a curiosity. So you show us photos of 5 women that are doing either the PhD or they finish their PhD. So what real options do they have to stay in Cape Verde and progress in their career without having to emigrate and having to go to other countries, maybe European or the States, if they want to advance?
For Cape Verdeans, they have to change this mindset. They have to immigrate. It's so deep in rising us that we should move. It's really strange. Now we have in few months we have more than 2,000 Cape Verdean live young people leave Cape Verde because they want to move to Portugal. We have these visa facilities. They move, even they have a job, they have a career, just move. So this deeply immigration that we have is need to change. We have opportunities. We have a career. We have work for women and also boys. They have a degree, and also we now try to export knowledge, not export people, but export knowledge. I have several colleagues that live in Cape Verde, but they work for a company in Denmark, in Holland, in Belgium, Portugal, United States. So they live in Cape Verde, but they work for a company outside. This is really exciting for us because you don't have to move, to leave your country to work. You have a work, you have opportunity. You work in the same condition in other one in any part of the world, and also you at home. For me, I'm not seen living outside Cape Verde. If you go to search in Google, you will see that I live in paradise. It's sun all years, so the weather is really nice. From a house to the beach is 5 minutes by car, 10 minutes by foot. So I can stay in the beach, work in the beach. So it's really nice to be there. If I can joke, but this mindset that we should to change it. We have a lot of opportunities. And you have also a lot of companies outside of Cape Verde that go there and search for a professional in different areas, including in this STEM area.
What is the percentage, more or less, of women in your university in the STEM areas?
Let me count. I am the only one in the engineering, informatic engineering. I'm the only one. For more than 10 years, I was the only girls in my office with 6, 7, 8 boys. The only subject that we talk is football and also technology. I have to learn about football. I have to see the game, to have a subject to discuss with them, because otherwise I will be quiet. For the reason I understand about football and also other sports. And in the other areas, perhaps we are around 10 women in this STEM field, not more.
To be honest, I can relate. Because here the percentage is not much higher. Well, yes, it's not one, but it's also quite. So just out of curiosity, so why did you decide to study STEM-related degree and become like a pioneer? Because it's quite a...
It's because the education that I had. So my father is a commercial guy. He imports and export things. So I can see that I'm privileged to have this education. I told you the internet came in 1997, if I'm not wrong with this, 1997, to see in the correct way, because the state can confuse me. So in 2000, I also have internet at home. It's really expensive to have it, so I grow with computers. I like to work in this field to how you say is consertar coisas. How do you say this? Fixing, yes, it's good. It's fixed things. I also like this kind of things. And my father have 16 kids. I am with 5 women. So yes, it's normal in my country in the past year. So now it's still, but not so like this. I am I'm not the last. I'm the penultimo. The penultimo. How do you say penultimo?
Second last.
Second.
Second last.
Penultimo. I'm penultimo. So we are 5 girls and 10 boys. So you can imagine, have 10 boys to tell you what to do, what not to do, and he is not. I didn't accept this. So for the reason, I was always to do things in that area. So I learned electricity with my old brother, and I was fixing electric problems, telephone problems. I put telephone in all the house, including bedroom, so you stay in can. So for the reason I like this stuff. So but choose this career was by luck. Honestly, I supposed to do construction engineering. I applied for that for the when I went to the university, but in the first semester I changed it. I changed it, and I did system engineering, and for them for now, I'm here. I'm thinking now to take my PhD. It's hard because I have to do it outside covered, because we don't have a lot of PhD program. I have 2 kids, I have husband, I have a career, so I have to manage it to do it. Maybe next year I will be in a PhD program. Hope so.
Obrigada, Emília. Un prazer ter noticias de Cabo Verde e desa presenza, mesmo que sexa pequena e pioneira das mulleres nesta área. E moita forza para asegurar ese ambiente de traballo con tanta testosterona e tanto futebol. A miña pregunta está relacionada con en que medida xulga que os desafíos colocados pela digitalización en todos os ámbitos, mas particularmente no relacionado con a cultura, poderá ser atender eses desafíos poderán ser unha oportunidade para unha incorporación das mulleres, desde meninas, non? En dominios relacionados con o STEM, e especialmente ligados á cultura, un dominio en que as mulleres caboverdianas, da música até as máis diversas disciplinas, ten un papel bastante importante.
O estranho é que a música não é ensinada nas escolas em Cabo Verde. E nós aprendemos não na nossa língua materna, que é o crioulo, mas em português. Nós falamos a língua materna em casa e na escola nós falamos o português. Começamos agora uma discussão se devemos ensinar o crioulo nas escolas ou não. Tem tem variâncias, tem nuances diferentes. Diferentes ilhas falam o crioulo de forma diferente, que eu acredito que é a mesma coisa que em Espanha. O galego, o espanhol, Valência, para mim é um bocadinho difícil de entender o Alejandro, porque o sotaque dele é ligeiramente diferente, o accent is really, is a little bit different from Nelly or you is Portuguese, so it's okay. I can understand perfectly. So we are discussing now which this type of Creole we should teach at school. So we are not consensual with that. I think my Creole is better than the São Vicente or Santo Antônio other islands Creole, but is my perspective, is my idea, because it seems to me is more easy to understand. We have people speak Creole is really hard to understand because we speak another language. We have a lot of influence because we have a lot of Italian, Portuguese, and also Germany, how do you say? Germany's, the other country, Netherlands, and we have all these nationality have influence in Cape Verde. So the diversity or the mixology of our race is really big, and all this country brings some different things, and you have this Creole that is very mixed too. So it's different to understand sometimes. The culture can be one way to help us to achieve these goals, but we should to understand and also change our education. So if we don't change our education, it could be really hard to have it. So as I told you, we don't teach culture, dance and music, and also that's in our schools. It's just to learn maths, language, science, and so on. So it's extracurricular that some parents put their kid because they recognize this importance to them to have this.
Se callar esa podía ser un bon modo de pegar nesas crianzas que poden ter un telemóvel a mão e que de repente se tornan gravadoras, editoras de pequenas músicas, danzas, non sei cuantos, que valorizan aquele saber que eles têm e que as colocan en contacto con elementos do digital, eventualmente non apenas para teren as competencias, mas tamén para pensaren sempre que haxa un ambiente educacional que posa apoialos, porque nem todas as crianzas ten ese tipo de ambiente, non é? Temos moitas crianzas tamén en áreas rurais ou afastadas das escolas e con meios ou con dificultades de meios ou con problemas como os que coñecemos aquí na Galiza, nas áreas rurais, que podemos falar de cual é a situación da conexión á rede, mas nem sempre temos presente que en determinados vales ou en determinadas montañas estamos ás cegas en termos de rede, non é? Iso acontece tamén en Cabo Verde e en diferentes illas, non é? Das 9 habitadas, non? Das 10 que constitúen o arquipélago. E tamén tiña unha curiosidade a respecto que tamén está relacionada con a digitalización e con os desafíos en termos de circulación internacional, mas tamén de valorización, quase poderíamos dizer patrimonial, daquilo que está escrito. Tiña interese en preguntar a Emília por esa biblioteca digital de lingua portuguesa en que esteve envolvida. O que há, como é que tiveron esa idea ou en que modo foi o seu envolvimento, Emília? Obrigada.
O meu envolvimento foi na parte tecnológica, construir mesmo a biblioteca tecnologicamente. O projeto era de um colega que fez todo o estudo Eu participei na implementação, implementei o estudo. Nós tivemos o cuidado de digitalizar todas as obras em domínio público em Cabo Verde, para ser disponibilizado, incentivar a publicação e a disponibilização de conteúdos, que não é fácil, trabalha com a literatura, sabe que é difícil encontrar publicações em Cabo Verde. A maioria dessas publicações é feita na língua inglesa ou em outra língua, português ainda é incipiente, há muito feito, mas é preciso fazer mais. O desafio maior foi encontrar conteúdos para ser disponibilizado. Essa biblioteca já tem 14 anos, foi a primeira da África de língua portuguesa, porque não havia uma biblioteca digital nos países da CPLP ainda, dos PALOPs, né, da CPLP dos PALOPs, porque Portugal é uma exceção, Brasil também. A minha participação foi técnica, mesmo de programação, de construção, de parametrização.
¿Más preguntas? ¿Dudas? ¿Cuestiones? ¿No? Well, I think that's it. We want to thank you for coming, visit us, and we wish you the best of luck with your PhD. And maybe you can come back in 4 years to show us, or 5, to show us some more of your work.
Hope so. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. I also want to thank you for your hospitality, for your presence, and for your sharing experience.